What is going on, everybody? Happy Good Friday to everybody. Sorry to tell y'all that there's not going to be any mod envy tonight, so I don't know. Anyways, I just noticed that over on the SX Mini Brotherhood, Jason bought like a gabulo of slots and put my name on it, which I was like, wow. I mean, he knows. I guess it's because Jason knows how many waffles I've lost, and maybe he just tried. I don't know what he's doing, but hey, thanks to Jason for doing that. I really appreciate it. I mean, I don't know how else I could possibly win an a waffle, but that's a freaking awesome waffle. It's got like all kinds of stuff. If you look at the SX Mini Brotherhood, you'll see it. What was I going to do? Now, Keith, yeah, I think his name is Keith Wilson, asked me to do, no, they haven't run it yet, Munchkin. Keith asked me to do chain wire, and I'm going to do some chain wire tonight. Yeah, Speed, I don't know, Speed may join us, I don't know. He was in Jamaica. I don't know what time he's getting back from Jamaica. He may not make it to the show tonight, but you know, the show must go on. I'm still going to do the show regardless. Speed will be missed without a doubt, but don't know if Speed's going to make it tonight. So we're just going to carry on. Hopefully he's safe on a flight somewhere or wherever he's at. Best of luck to him. Hey Wolf, how's it going? I got, you know, I already had the Kensei RTA last week, but we didn't really get to talk about it, so we're going to go back over it, cover it. I did get in the JuggerKnot, which the JuggerKnot is not a cheap RTA by any means. I know a couple other people, was it Moose and Cassie or Carrie, one of the two, bought one also from eBay. I gotta give props out to the eBay seller. He shipped it like immediately. When we bought it, it was out in post the next day. I had this thing by Tuesday or Wednesday. So, hey T-Bowl, how's it going? So it really came fast. So there's the box. This is by QP Design. This is the JuggerKnot. Right now I have the big tank on there. It's empty. It's out of juice right now. It's a big looking RTA, don't get me wrong. I think it's like 24 millimeters at the base, but it increases to 31 millimeter if you put the big tank on. If you put the regular tank on, I think it goes up to, oh, Sue, there you go, Sue, cool. If you put the regular tank on, it goes up to, I think, 28 millimeter. This tank has really good, he's riding the Jamaica bobsled. Awesome, Ozman. So, yeah, if y'all like the JuggerKnot, hey, you know, I'm not going to say this is a bad RTA. If you like the OBS engine, if you're familiar with the OBS engine and how the airflow works coming from the top, which is the way this works on the JuggerKnot, the airflow does come down from the top, down to the coil, and then back up. This is like an upgrade to the engine. So if the engine was not enough airflow for you, but you still like the vape you got from the engine, then you'll probably want the JuggerKnot. The JuggerKnot definitely has more airflow to it. I'm getting really good flavor. This has a polished Ultim drip tip on the top. I don't know if you can see that. There's the QP Designs logo on there. To fill this, the filling is the only thing I wish they would have did differently. The filling, basically, you just pull up right here, boom, and then you have your hole right there. I wish that hole was a little bigger. Most of your juice bottles, if you buy juice from e-cigs, that bottle works fine, great, but if you have like a fucking bottle like this with this really big tip on it, you're going to have a hard time filling it because you can't really get in there with that tip, so you really have to tilt this thing over to fill it. So that's a pain in the butt. Simon, creator of the Coily, already has one of these, and he posted up his measurement he thought the coil should be. I did not look at that before. Yeah, the Kensei's great, Will. The Kensei's great. I love the flavor I'm getting from the Kensei, or Kensei, however y'all want to polish, however y'all want to say it. The JuggerKnot has really good flavor also, but Simon posted 7 millimeter length. I did 5 millimeter, so that's a 2 millimeter difference. And I think I know why Simon did the 7mm. At 5mm, it puts the coils really close to the airflow. And I think for this to get the best flavor, for this to get the best flavor, I'm going to have to raise them up just a little bit so I can angle them over more. Once I show you all the build deck, you'll be able to understand a little bit more on the JuggerKnot. Hey, K-Fun. The airflow comes up, but it doesn't have an angle to it. It's not like angled in at your coil. It's basically coming straight up. So if you don't move your coil over the top of it, you're going to get a serious lack of flavor. If you put a single coil in there, I really think it's going to be a bad vape. It is a postless deck. I'm going to show you all this. I do like the fact that when you put these in here, or when you put the deck back in, it only fits one way or the other. There's no in between. You'll see how this goes together here in just a second. I'm going to go over to the build cam and we will check it out. Let me go over to that now. So first, let's show you the box that JuggerKnot comes in. This is the QP design box. This is the retail version. This is not a reviewer sample, if you will. This is the retail version of the JuggerKnot box. Nothing on the sides, but on both sides you got JuggerKnot and RTA. On the back, you have a choice of black or silver. Pull-up top fill, no leaking, postless deck, top airflow. The Ultim 6mm fat tank. Then you have a Ultim 4mm tank. Then you also have a glass 4mm tank. So it's 24mm at the base, 28mm with the 4mm tank, and 31 with the 6mm tank. And they are all serialized. Hey, Lead Pipe, how's it going? I am kind of wondering about this, though. And I know these are designed in Canada, made in China. This Enjoy Warm Dense Vape, this is something the Chinese would say without a doubt. Enjoy Warm Dense Vape. I don't think that's an American... I don't think an American would say that. I'm just saying, enjoy warm, dense vape. No, it just doesn't flow right. So inside here, you obviously have your tank here, and then you have, this is the glass section here. So it looks pretty good with the glass. I'm just a big fan of, hey, how many more mils can I get in there? No, I have not. Oh, I am subscribed to Owen K-Fun. I will have to go watch his video because that guy is very technical about everything he reviews. So I definitely need to go watch his review. And this is the Ultim one. This is a polished Ultim, so it's not one of those cloudy looking Ultims that you can obviously see my finger through this. It's not one of those cloudy Ultim tanks. Over here in your spare parts bag, you got spare O-rings, more grub screws, and your Allen wrench used to adjust this, which I'm probably going to need, so I'm going to leave that out for now. Now this tank goes for, which is going to surprise you guys, anywhere between 80 to 90, I'd say for anywhere from 80 to $100. It's not a cheap tank. If you want a more affordable tank that you can get really good vape from, I would say go with the Kensei from Vendi Vape. The machining on the JuggerKnot, second to none. I mean, it is on point. They did a really good job machining this. I'm not putting that down by any means. It's a great tank. I really like it. I just don't know if it's worth it for me to tell y'all, hey, you should run out and buy one of these. Number one, cost. You know, a lot of people are not going to pay that much money for an RTA, and I can't blame you. I mean, I own a lot of equipment, and it's still, you know, for me to spend $95 for, well, the one I bought was 88 bucks. That's what I paid for mine off of eBay from a seller that had really good feedback. And it's in black. The stainless steel you can find online. The black one is very hard to find, and that's what I got, was black. So I just like black because it matched the G-Class better. I know Jazzy's got a waffle to run. I don't, you know, Jazzy, hey, whenever you got to run, don't mind me. I'm just doing stuff. Let's pop out the build deck so y'all can see this thing. I mean, this thing the machining on it, oh my goodness, it's so good. And so here's my serial number on this one. I have number 2825. It does have a gold-plated center non-adjustable 510 pin. There's the QP designs. I'm not a big fan of the way they spell JuggerKnot, but hey, you know, it is what it is. The other big, if I had to give it a con, to unscrew the base, if you grab it by its airflow or where you feel it, it's just going to spin and spin. You'll never get the base off. If you grab it by the airflow, it's just going to spin. So you have to either grab the very top here, or you can try to grab the tank. Good Lord! Who put that on there? Hercules? Oh! Wow! Okay, I put this together, and thank you, Jay Gary. Yeah, I need to change the title, the stupid bot. Let me fix that. And speed, chain wire, comma, JuggerKnot. I don't know why my XSplit won't do it, but it won't. Let's see if that works. Hopefully that fixes, yeah, it looks like a pain in the ass. Well, I got it so tight. Oh, you're here, we can start the party. Thanks, Tina. I was trying to wait. Man, how tight did I get this? I mean, seriously. I don't think I'm turning it. So, there we go with the whole downfall. I'm going to try to grab this edge here and then turn it. I don't think I'm turning it. No, I wasn't. I think I got it. Yes, I got it. Whew! I had that on way too tight. Way too tight. So if you can see here, it has, oh man, I need to get where I can see what I'm doing here. There we go. It has like this oblong design with the two flat sides. So inside here, you see how that's designed. You can't put this in backwards. You can't like put it in, it has to go either that way or this way, which keeps your airflow lined up here and your coils lined up. So that's a pretty neat thing. It is machined well. It's just I had it way too tight. So here's the build I have in here, and you can see how high the coils are right by the airflow. But, and these are Aries coils in here, by the way. I really hate pulling these things out. Hey, Sloan. But I have to build it for you guys. I mean, this right now is like on point. And you can see these coils still look really good in here. In the cotton, that is very moist and wet. I have not had one single dry hit out of this. Not one. So that's been working really good. I'm going to do the chain wire a little bit later in the cast. I want to get the JuggerKnot rebuilt at a 7mm length instead of 5mm and see if it's these are only 2.5mm coils, believe it or not, Jazzy. They look big, but these are 2.5mm. That's what Aries made, and that's what's going in. That's what's in there. So let's go over to the Coilmaster Plus tab here, and we're going to pull this cotton out of here. I hate tearing this down, but family showed up, pull the coils. Y'all have new coils. Oh, I'll have new coils. Oh, thanks, Aries. Well, that makes me feel better about pulling the coils, man. I really hate, you know, I'm going to keep these coils. I don't care if I'm pulling them out or not. I'm going to keep these coils. But yeah, enjoy your family time there, Aries. All right. The only other weird thing is you see, if you want to take these coils out, you definitely have to move your cotton out of the way because the actual screws are right there where your cotton goes, which is not showing up very well, but There's your screws for your coils inside the cotton area. Is that a raised postless build deck? It is not raised, Brittany. Once I take these out, you'll be able to see here. Give me just a second, and I'm going to take these out. But like I said, this is not an RTA for the faint of heart or anything like that, because they're not cheap. I'm not going to tell people to run out and buy this thing. Everybody works hard for their money, and if it was a night and day difference over every other RTA in the market, then I would say, hey, go buy it. But I can't honestly say that. It vapes great. It really does. I don't think you'd be disappointed with it. But will you think that it's $95 good? That's the big question. And that I can't be the judge of. I really like the way it vapes. Like I said, similar to the OBS engine, but so much more airflow than the OBS engine had. It just didn't. The OBS engine wasn't cutting it for airflow for me. There we go. Couldn't get it, the Allen wrench in there right. I think I got it now. Let's see if we can get these coils out of here. Oh, that came out pretty easy. There we go. Now y'all have the build deck, and you can see this a lot better. So you can see this is a postless build deck. These are pretty flat. I mean, if they're raised, they're up a millimeter. But these airflow channels, these big long channels on the side here, that's where your airflow comes out, and they're not angled. They come straight up. There's no cut over to make your airflow go back towards your coils. And these two big channels here, this is where your wicking goes. But you can see the machining on this is freaking out of the world, really good. I haven't had any problems. You need your magnifying glass? Hey, yeah, I can't doubt you there. So I do have one more set of Aries coils until I get some more. And we're going to cut these at 7mm using the coily tool by Simon Martin. I really, really hope that Simon gets those injection molded coilies tools in, because I know how hard they are to get, guys, and I know y'all are looking forward to getting one of these. And I saw that he was printing a new color, which is pretty cool. What tank is this? This is called the JuggerKnot, Sloan. The JuggerKnot by QP Design. I know a lot of people don't spell JuggerKnot like this. So I'm still Boreas V2. Jay Gary, absolutely, absolutely. Now, there's big differences between the JuggerKnot and the Kensei. The Kensei, I think, goes through juice pretty fast. The JuggerKnot does not go through juice fast, but does it have as good a flavor as the Boreas? And you know, I still do not know how the Boreas V2 did not make a lasting impression on reviewers, because I really, really think that the Boreas V2, to me right now, has one of the best flavor profiles out of all the RTAs. Now, the Kensei, though, is kicking tail. I ain't gonna lie, the Kylan is really good. The Wake is way up there on my chart, but the Wake has less airflow, so it's all about your preference. If you like less airflow but really good flavor, definitely buy the Wake. Definitely. Yes, Richard, I've been building with them because I haven't made any wire, so I've been building with Aries coils. I don't know if I had 6 sets. I know I went through about 3. This would be the 3rd set. But I don't throw them away. I don't throw them away. So I still have them. But here we go. Here's the last set that I know of at this point. I may have more Aries coils. I will look around. But we're going to cut these at 7mm, which is what Simon has posted on his site. So if you go up here, this goes all the way up to 8mm. So here's the 7mm mark. So I'm just going to slide this through at the 7mm mark. And we're going to cut it right there. This makes life so much easier. Make sure that's nice and flush. It is. So there's one cut at 7mm. Where'd the other coil go? Oh, Stuck to the side of the coil master. Of course it did. I believe that one's 7mm there. There we go. Make sure that's nice and flat on there. And cut. Done. Both of them coils are already cut where they need to be. All I have to do, yes, I do prefer 3mm Aries. 9 times out of 10, I build 3mm coils. I mean, almost always. 2.5's okay. The reason I like 3mm is because it's so much easier to wick and re-wick. Brittany, thank you. Yes, the Boreas V2 doesn't leak, gives me excellent flavor every single time. I can change flavors and it almost immediately picks it up. The Blitzen sounds interesting, Daedalus. I may end up trying the Daedalus also. Aries has so many G classes now, though, you know. We're going to have to really find out what's up with Aries there. Alright, this is definitely going to make this sit up high. I need to put on my goggles because I'm bad at vision here. Let's make sure I have this open far enough where the coil can sit in there right. That one can come open a little bit further. And it will make sure I'm on camera. I am on camera. Good. So your positive block is this one here in this square on the right side, and that's your negative over here. So I'm going to set these down in here at the 7mm mark. There we go. And as you can see, that sits it up kind of high, but it's going to give me enough room to bend this over like this right above your airflow. So I'm going to do exactly what Simon has posted and do it at 7mm. I mean, like I said, I had it at 5, but you know, that's the thing. I've already tried 5mm. Now I want to see if 7mm gives me even better flavor, and then my opinion of this tank may change. Hey Yardbird, if it's better flavor at 7mm, I wish I could go in there and delete my leg length. I guess I'd have to ask Simon to do that. If I don't like the 5 and I like the 7 better, I'm going to tell him, hey, just take mine out because I want the best one up there, not, you know, what fits in there cool and looks good, because that's what the 5mm did. Oh, that's so easy. I just bent that right over the airflow right there. Now I can even go over a little further, but you don't want to go past this line for sure. But now I'm directly over the airflow, so that should give me outstanding flavor. We're going to find out. This does make, when your coils are in there like that, it does look like a QP, but I'm just, you know, that's weird that it does that. QP Designs, it looks like 2 coils, pretty much. Alright, let's get this one tightened down. I was running this in wattage mode, and to be honest, it's the first time I've actually switched over to temp control in a long time, but I was vaping great on temp control. I don't want this to touch, so I'm making it really close, but not so close that I know it'll accidentally bump up against the edge here. Right in the center of that airflow. This one can go over just a hair. There we go. That should be good. Right like that right there. Let's see what we're ohming at. We should be able to like a 0.1 or 0.11. 0.09. Close enough for government work. So we're going to give these a strum or two, and we're going to get these burned in, and then we're going to see how this thing's going to vape. I'm probably going to have to retighten these. I don't doubt that at all. I like pulsing these in slow because it makes the wire look pretty. watched the Black Panther movie yesterday. That was weird. There we go. That's all the color I'm going to get out of it. I don't know if y'all can see that color. If I go any further, the color's going to go bye-bye, which is going to happen, but I'm trying to watch chat, guys. If I miss y'all's chat, I apologize. It's only me tonight, so it's a little harder, but I'm doing what I can. There we go. I think we're good to go. Let's let it cool down. I'm going to fire this again. Make sure that they're firing from the center out, which is what you want. Oh, that's beautiful right there. Beautiful. Okay. Now I need some cotton. Let me see if I can reach my cotton bin over here. I got stuff all in front of it. There's my cotton bin. Get out of there. Okay, I got a piece of cotton. Still loving, this is still the original coil in the Sarin drop, by the way. I just put some more juice in there, and this thing is still vaping really good, believe it or not. I mean, for a little carry-around mod, Waffle is being run after baby Vera is born tomorrow. Tomorrow? Ah! Okay, Jazzy, I'll probably be on the road somewhere, but okay. Alright, let me turn this off of fire because I don't want to accidentally fire this. We're going to cut some cotton. This is 2.5 millimeter, which means I'm going to go a little bit smaller with this. You don't need a lot of cotton in this RTA, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, you need to make sure you fill the channels or it's going to leak and blah, blah, blah. I don't ever have that problem with leaking. I just don't. I don't know if it's because I've been doing this so long. But once you get in the habit of how to wick certain size coils, 2.5 millimeter, 3 millimeter, 4 millimeter, whatever it is, it comes natural to you. And you know, I see people's arguments saying that the coil is a beginner's tool, blah, blah, blah. I don't think of it that way because I think it's more of something that makes your life easier. And if there's something that can make your life easier, like a car, that's exactly what a automobile is to make it easier for you to get from home to work or wherever you're going instead of walking, right? It's what the coilie does. It's the same damn thing. So do you call the car a beginner's tool? And what, an airplane's a pro tool? So a car's a beginner's tool. Okay, I got you. I can't do that. Just my vision on it. That's the way I see it. But okay. If it makes something easier, a job that you do easier, I like it. All right, here we go. We're going to throw some cotton in these coils, if I can see what I'm doing. I can almost see. Oh, look at there. I got it in there. I don't know how I did that without my goggles on, but I did. Bits and pieces. Yeah. Hey, you know, my jokes don't come often, but when they do, you know. The coilie isn't a beginner tool. It's a great assistant to save time rather than messing around. Oh, no. Plane is intermediate. Teleportation is pro. Oh, okay. Thank you, Aries. We're going to have those designs out next week, right, on teleportation, because I really need to get that out there for the public. I think we got to get that injection molded machine going before we can, you know, spread it out to the public. All right, as far as the length goes, your wicking holes are right there next to the coil, so you don't need a lot of wick. You basically can go right up against your build deck, which is probably still, I mean, you can go right up against your base and cut it right there. But I'll be honest with you, you can probably take off even more than that, right up against there, boom. So what I did is I just pretty much leveled up my scissors with the build deck at the bottom. If I fluff this out, it'll probably be just right. If I don't, it's going to be a little much. I'm still going to do it anyway because fluffy cotton is happy cotton. It lets your juice flow in there a lot better. And I want this to give me the best vape experience it possibly can because this is the leg length that Simon recommended, and I'm going to go with that. I mean, I don't know how many different lengths he tried. I only tried one. I went with the 5mm. It was great for me. I actually got the coils over the airflow, but it probably didn't get over quite as far as that did. But I did burn the coils in already, Richard. I did burn the coils in already. I did that a minute ago. Didn't you see me burning them in? Yeah. So I got that done. But thank you for trying to remind me before, because, you know, hey, I'm forgetful. I will forget and screw everything up. So, yeah, thanks for trying to remind me there. Because I will screw it up. Leave it to me to do that. All right. So now we have this side in there. You got to make sure that your cotton can go up and down really easy. You don't want it in there so tight that it can't get the juice in there. And I try to keep my cotton just barely in there. You can see it right below the line, but I don't have it like completely covered in there, because I want my juice to be able to go all the way in there, saturate the entire piece of cotton, and then go up into the wick and juice it up. But this entire top side is covered, which is what you want to keep it from leaking. That's where the leaks come from, when people leave gaps in there from the actual wicking. And I'm making sure the back goes in first and then the front. I don't need any twisted cotton going down in these slots. Twisted cotton is going to also choke out your juice flow going up into the cotton. Don't need that. Now, if it's loose like this, that's fine, because as soon as you put juice in here, this thing is going to expand out. It's going to expand big time. Now, what juice am I going to put in here? I don't have a lot of this sour apple, but the only way for me to truly judge something like this is I have to put Nilla nuts in there, just as I'm sure Aries runs, Aries Ram. That way he can truly test a tank. And before I start putting all kinds of different juices in here, we're definitely going to put Nilla nuts in here. I think I'm going to change this tank, because this does look big and bubbly. I want y'all to see what it looks like with a standard tank like the glass tank. It may only hold 4 mils that way, but 4 mils is not that bad. So let's go down to the 4 mil glass tank. Bam, there we go. First, let's put some juice on this thing. Yeah, Aries Ram. I don't know. What else would you be putting on there, Aries? I mean, if you're going to Aries, all right, this is my question. If you're testing a new dripper or a new RTA or whatever you have, what juice flavor do you use that you know like the back of your hand, so you'll know how good it actually is? That's my question. Because I can put Nilla nuts in something and go, okay, this is amazing, or this lacks flavor, etc., etc. I make sure the center of these coils get absolutely saturated. And the leads were still tight on this. Usually when you crank down on them hex screws, you don't have to worry so much about tightening it down. All right, that is full. I mean, yeah, that is ready to go. And like I said, you can't really screw this up. I mean, unless you failed that little puzzle as a kid and you couldn't get your you couldn't put the round peg in the round hole on that little toy. There we go. That's on there. I'm not going to over tighten it this time, hopefully. Now to fill this, like I said, very simple, especially if you have a Higgies bottle. Your airflow's up here, which doesn't show up good. I know this is black, so y'all can't really see it, but the airflow's wide open now, and you just slide this up, bam. And the airflow hole, the juice flow is right there. Let's go ahead and put that in there. She is filling. This would be, the main benefit of this is it's going to be very hard to make this thing leak. You know, if you're worried about not putting enough cotton or whatever, you're going to have a hard time making this leak because of the fact it's top airflow. I mean, unless you turn it over and lay it on its side and leave it all night, I mean, I don't see how you're going to make this thing leak. Let's clean her up real good and throw her on here and see what we get. Everything looks good, tight seals. We're good to go. Let's screw this down now. I think this looks really good on top of the G-Class, especially with all this black I got going on. It matches up really well. I wish they would have made the fill ring locking. It just spins. I mean, it does close down and keep everything, you know, nice and neat, but I wish it was a locking, like as soon as you slide it down, it screws and locks, you know, that would be cool. But they didn't do that. Ah. Nice, Daedalus. All right, here we go. That airflow seems not open. There we go. Much better. And I have this right now set in temperature control at 510 degrees Fahrenheit at 70 joules, it looks like. Yep. Let's see what that does. Wow. Wow. This definitely puts out the clouds. The flavor is definitely on point. You know what? Give me a minute, but I'm actually leaning towards Simon's build over mine as far as the length goes. I never looked at the site when he posted the 7mm. I just went with 5 because I knew it would fit and it would work. But I'm thinking I'm getting better flavor from the 7, and that's off 2 hits. But I can definitely taste the throat hits really kicking on this. Ozman, I'm about as southern as you get. Besides, I'm not from Alabama, but I'm from Georgia. I've been born and raised here all my life, so I'm pretty southern. So, wow. The JuggerKnot. For temperature control, that's a damn good vape. I mean, not to mention it's on Aries coils. I mean, come on. There you go right there. It's not like I'm vaping off cheap wire. The wicking in here is really good. I'm not getting any pop back in my mouth or anything like that. That's vaping excellent. All right, next up, we're going to build some chain wire. I did this a long time ago. It's been 2 years. 2 years since I made chain wire. That was way back in the VU Live days. And I'm going to make some tonight. It is very, very simple to make. If y'all are trying to make a coil that looks fancy, but you have dexterity issues or something like that, this is something you can do that still looks pretty cool, but doesn't require a lot of work. Basically, you need a drill and a pair of pliers and some wire. That's it. Other than that, you don't need too many other tools to be able to build this. So let's get into this. Let me grab my build cam here. I'm going to grab my drill. There we go, drill. Which the drill is way too close right now. Let me see if I can fix this up a little bit. All right, there we go. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to get some 26 gauge Kanthal. This is just regular 26 Lightning Vapes Kanthal. You can use stainless or whatever the size. I mean, I would recommend 26 gauge. You could obviously do it with 28 or something else. But I'm going to pull off about 3 feet of this, and I'm just going to fold it in half. Very important. Just fold it in half, which is going to leave a loop on one side, right? So I'm going to grab 3 feet of this, which is about the length of my arm here. Alright, so we got 3 feet at least right there. I'm going to cut this off. Yeah, tension. Yeah, you do need You do need to keep the tension on this wire. If you don't, it's going to curve and do all kinds of weird stuff. Now you want to take the two ends of this wire and put them together right even. Boom, just like that. You're making just one big loop right here. You see the other side is just a loop. I'm going to twist this side together so that my drill has something to grab onto. I'm just going to throw this in the drill just like that. Now, you can either spin your drill clockwise or counterclockwise. That is totally up to you. The next thing we do after this is going to be the opposite direction. So if you do clockwise, you want to do counterclockwise on the second one. If you do counterclockwise, you want to do clockwise on the second one. So first off, I'm going to do counterclockwise. So this is going to be spinning, and I'm going to take my coil master and put this in the loop, which is going to hold this tight. I'm going to pull it and keep tension on it, and I'm going to spin this wire until I have a very nice, the most important thing is you want a very nice tight twist on this wire. If you stop too early, you're in bad shape. So I'm going to have to put my goggles on so I can see the wire better, but you want to twist this until you get a really nice wrap on this wire. And hopefully y'all be able to see it on camera. If not, I will refocus it for you guys so you can see how tight this is. And like I said, it's been 2 years since I've made this because, I mean, I just like fuse clapton so much better, so I've been doing that. So right now we're going to twist this wire. And you're just watching the swirls here. Let me see if I can get this focused in a little better for you guys. I do apologize, but you know, hey, cameras suck. You know, what can I say? Yeah, tension. Yeah, you definitely want tension on it, Aries. You're 100% correct on that. That is not showing up very good. Let me zoom in on a little bit. There we go. And so I'm pulling the other side nice and taut. You want it nice and tight. Let me put my goggles down so I can see this. And I just snapped the wire. I'll be damned. All right, let me put this back in the drill because that is not tight enough right there. That ain't even close. I wasn't pulling that tight. Darn. All right, got it back in the drill. The good thing is you can keep on going with this. You're not going to have an issue. Okay, there we go. We got a nice even bead all the way down. I don't know if y'all can see that. I think it's about as good a focus as it's going to get right there. Nice even bead all the way down. Maybe y'all can see that better like that. That's what you want. So all I'm going to do now is release this from the drill. And you're basically going to, you can fold this in half and cut it. That's the easiest way to do this. I'm going to cut this down here. There we go. And reinsert this into the drill. When you put it in the drill this time, you're going to be spinning in the opposite direction. The main thing you have to look at when you do this is make sure that you're watching the wire close, because if you go too far, it's going to look like total crap. So you have to watch it really close. You want these to be nice and even, and I'm trying to get in the drill correctly, and I can't. Okay, I think I got it in the drill right. Now I'm going to flip this to clockwise now, and I'm going to hold the other side with some needle nose pliers right now. That's all I'm going to do. Take out all the slack, and then I'm going to grab this with needle nose pliers. Then I'm going to watch this really close, and you want to go slow because you want to see these meld together, and then they're going to kind of make a chain pattern. And once it gets to basically the extreme of the chain, but before it starts to twist, that's where you stop. So you want to go nice and slow. So I'm going to turn the speed down a little bit where I can see what this is doing as it spins around here. Because what you're doing as you turn clockwise is it's unraveling the wrap that you made, which is going to make that chain design. See, right now it just looks like twisted wire, as you can see. Or let me see if I can focus a little better on that. That's about as good as it's going to get, all right? Keep going. Now it's starting to turn to a chain right there. It's just that certain point where you have to stop, and then you get that chain design, just like that. If you keep going, what's going to happen is these are going to start twisting and bowing out, and you don't want to go any further than that. Once you get it right here, you can go a little further until you see where it's like you don't want to go any more. I think that's pretty good there. And that's it. I'm going to let go of this. Take it out of the drill, and I'm going to cut off the ends here because we don't need that. And this only made one coil pretty much. Maybe I can get two out of this. But there's the chain wire, just like that. Not hard to do at all. I mean, I think anybody should be able to do this. It looks pretty. When you wrap this, if you wrap it really nice and tight, it looks really good. Come on, focus, camera. Focus. Jeez. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. So it doesn't do chain coils spit a lot. K-Fun, you know, usually if you have a spitting coil, you either have not enough cotton in there or you have some other issue going on, like it's getting overjuiced. It would make a pretty necklace. Well, Brittany, I mean, you could make a pretty necklace out of this. I mean, you see how long it takes. It literally takes no time to do this. Run those two little... Yeah, you could do that, Aries, if you want to turn it into an interlock. Thank you, Glass House. This was very simple to do. I mean, it's something y'all can do in about, what, 5 minutes? I mean, it didn't take me no time to do this. I will wrap one of these so I can show you what it looks like. Hold on, let me take a drink because I'm getting dry. There we go. All right. Let me see if I have the other side of my Coil Master tool here. Okay, this one's set up for 3.0, so let's just run it 3.0. This should actually fit in this tool. Hopefully it wraps it tight. If not, I'm going to have to come back and redo it myself. That does not fit very well. Nope. So I'm going to have to wrap this by hand. Oh boy, haven't done that by hand in a long time. So let's see what we can get. 2 wraps. 3 wraps. 4. 5. 6. Now this wire is very springy, so you have to go way past it because it's going to spring back on you. Now it looks like a holy hell, doesn't it? If you get it just right, if you sit here and play with this, you can line up all the chains. It's a pain in the butt, but you can get it done to where it doesn't look so bad. And I'm trying, but I can't hardly see this. But yeah, there you go. Chain link wire, very simple to make. I just made one piece. That, you know, you're wasting what, 3 feet of wire for one coil. So I don't know. Oh, for the people that won stuff like RS, especially since he's in chat. RS, I did mail everything out. It went out today. So your Phantom Mini is on the way. Bunny's stuff is on the way. And somebody else's stuff is on the way, which I can't remember who it was. And hopefully this helps Keith out with making chain link wire. Very simple to do, no big deal. Done. I've already built both of these already. Oh my God, this went way too fast. Now we got to stretch it out. I'll show y'all the Kensei here in a minute. I may have to make more wire just to put in the Kensei because I ran out of wire. There we go. Let's go back to the JuggerKnot. This actually looks so much smoother with that glass tank on there, doesn't it? I mean, it does. I like the Ultim tank because it holds more juice, but you're patient. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, RS. I suck. You didn't get your 65% off code. Really, bits and pieces? Dadgummit. If I didn't send it, that's my bad. I will go back and check my I thought I got everybody taken care of. I probably missed you, or I may have missed two. I'll go back and make sure I get that done. I'm sorry. I'll do that tonight because I won't be able to do it tomorrow. So I'll do that tonight and make sure you get your codes. I'm sorry. Hopefully I still have codes. I thought I sent them all out. Yeah, RS, I was like, when did RS win that? I don't even know why I can't keep up with this stuff. I've been trying to keep it all up. I have stuff in that box that I don't even have on the list yet. I'm going to have to add more to the list. So, look forward for that. I basically put stuff on the list that I knew the name of and I could put in there and it was easy. When I do other stuff, like I have drip tips and stuff in there, what am I going to do? Put drip tip number 1, drip tip number 2. I'm going to have to label them so that they'll, you'll see which ones they are. And I hate doing drip tips like that though, because certain people want certain colors and it's kind of like, Hey Talion, how's it going, bud? We just did the JuggerKnot tank. We did make some chain link wire. Oh, by the way, props to Squid Vape. This is the double barrel that was not acting right. I sent this off on a Thursday. I got it back on like a Tuesday. I mean, they fixed this and shipped it back to me in record time. Now this thing, if I put an atomizer on this thing, this vape perfect now. The battery's about dead, but yeah, the Kensei looks dead sexy on top of this thing too. There we go. Bam. Yeah, the battery's dead. I haven't changed the batteries in it since I got it because it's so weird. You get something fixed, you're scared to touch it because you don't want to break it. And that's my favorite one, out of the double barrels. That silver one's my favorite. I have a black one. I vape it all the time, and the battery's almost dead on it too, figures. But it has the Wake RTA on top of it, and it's in black, so that looks really good together. A lot of these mods that are coming out now are all color coordinated, and you'd think that people would worry more about their vape, but no, it's all about matchy-matchy now. It has to match. The colors have to match. Fine, okay. Good stuff. And I'm enjoying the TM24 Pro. Definite good RDA. I have no issues with this thing. All my batteries are going dead. What the heck, man? Am I not even prepared for Friday? Woo, that's strong. Brittany, the double barrel, I mean, for what it cost, and I looked on Squid Vape's site, they're pretty much sold out right now. The only way you can buy the double barrel right now is if you buy the tank with it. Okay, Richard. Richard, you always help out a tremendous amount during the GSFA auction. Can't thank you enough, and I know Higgy or Jen and David are really appreciative of it, and I really like what you do. Speed did the same thing, and Wilkes, and everybody just really pitches in when that auction comes around. It's awesome. Do what you do. We good. All right. So in the Boreas, I've been vaping the Boreas lately too. I have a black one and a gold one. I think I've run out of spare tanks. My gold one got knocked over by a dog. Not my gold one. My black one got knocked over by the dog. Busted the tank on it. Ticked me off, but you know, I lived and I had a spare tank, so I'm good to go. It matches very well on the TAC 21 also. This is the TAC 21. It's bigger. It'll also go on the double barrel. Looks really good. Freaking Boreas, man. Aug Vape just knocks it out. I always get excellent flavor from this. Excellent flavor. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. What am I going to do for another hour? I don't know. We'll figure something out. I really want to see how good you got 555 coins? 5555? Evil Strawberry, that's awesome to hear. I mean, you got to agree, right? They're great RTAs. They really are. I mean, there's other ones that's really good too. The Kylan's really good. The Wake is really good. The Boreas, man, I always can depend on that thing. Always can depend. I go back to it so much, it's ridiculous. I'll vape other stuff and I'll go, you know what? Let me put the Boreas on there. I will take the Boreas and vape the crap out of it. And Aug Vape don't sponsor me. They don't send me free stuff. Yes, Aries, what's up? Oh, you sent a screenshot. All right, let me check that. Oh, look at that. What the heck? I love that, man. Look at that wire, dude. That is off the chain. 1,000 feet. Well, you're good to go for a while. Let's see. You got Nichrome 40 gauge, 26 gauge, 40 gauge. Oh, Nichrome 0.4 by 4 millimeters, so that's flat wire. 38 gauge and 36 gauge, and you got a boatload of wire, man. Right there, that's a lot of feet. 1,000, 2, 3, 4, 5,100 feet just sitting on the top. Good Lord, man, you go through some wire. Thank you, Evil Strawberry. I'm glad you enjoy it. I got the Vicious Ant Kraken RDTA. Any idea how to wick? The Kraken, is it the old Kraken? Read the name. Yeah, I see that it says Aries on there. Aries JJ, Coil Flash. That is freaking awesome, Aries. Got your name on there. I like that. Aries branded wire. Hell yeah, it's about time. I like that, Aries. I'm full again. Oh, I hope it's not your wire rack, because that thing is like crazy. Oh my God. He's got so much wire. I'm looking at my wire going, man, I don't got jack compared to Aries. I really don't. I have several spools of wire on my little stand, but he's got like 10 times as much. But then again, Aries builds way more than I do. Way more than, I mean, I waste more builds than I make. I end up tearing them out and rebuilding just because I have to build it for you guys. Now, there was 2 new tanks they had at my vape store, my local vape shop, but I didn't buy them because they're not rebuildable. One of them has a flat wafer type coil. I think it's called the Revo. That thing looked interesting, but to me, you know, I could get it, review it, and say, hey, it's good or bad, but it's not rebuildable. And to me, it's like, if they made a rebuildable option for it, I'd be all in. But it's like they're making the tanks where if you want to keep vaping, you have to spend money on their coils. I don't appreciate that. Like with the Boreas, you build your coils, you put them in there. The vape you get is what you did. That plus the design of the tank, which I think is fantastic. What new tanks are you loving? Beto Dread, I will add you here in just a little bit. Thank you for joining the hangout. What new tanks am I loving? I'll tell you what. I really like the Kensei. I just got it. It's got really good flavor. I will tell you this. That's it, Sloan Ranger, the Aspire Revo tank. The Kensei uses a lot of juice, and the only way I found to where this doesn't use a lot of juice, let me show y'all on the build cam here. So the Kensei has adjustable juice flow right here. So you can turn this down. And even if I turn this down to right there, I mean, if you turn it all the way open, you're going to blow through juice. Blow through juice. If you turn this down about right in here, you're not going to go through juice as fast. And then you got your airflow adjustment down here. There's the Kensei logo. And it vapes really good. I've never had any dry hits from it. It vapes really good. I really like this blue drip tip. Y'all know I love blue anyway, so I really like that blue drip tip. It is a goon style drip tip, which you can, take this out, put your own goon in there. I'm not even going to pull it out because it's in there tight, but you can put your own drip tip in here. And same way with the JuggerKnot, you can take out, this is a goon style drip tip or 810. Thank you, Talion. Man, he's on point every week. And put your own goon style drip tip in there, whichever one you like. If you like higher or lower, some people don't like the low profile drip tips and they like getting a taller one. Go for it. Get you an 810 style with a taller design on it. Do it. Drip tips, believe it or not, can really change the vape you get from a tank. It can condense the airflow and make it stronger. Bro. Oh, somebody is asking me about the vape machine that I let them borrow. Now, I'll let them borrow my e-cig VT. And when I got it back, it was completely nasty. I have since cleaned it, so now the paint looks like brand new again. But the coils on the coil in the Crown 3 is old and busted. So he needs another coil for it, and I haven't even looked yet to see if I have another coil. This is what the coil looks like in the Crown 3. I don't know if I have any more. I probably do, so I just have to look for it. And if you don't leave me alone right now, I'm going to get mad. He asked me, did I put delicious fruity vapor juice in there? No, I didn't. I should say, hey, why don't you join my show, and then you can let that be him so I can get mad. Okay, here we go. Hello. What time is it? What day is it? Friday, yep. And I do my show from when? Between 8 and 10 o'clock? Yeah. You're live right now. Hey, what's up? Okay, well, I mean, your tank needs a new coil. I don't know if I have any more coils for the Crown 3. If not, we can pick some up down there in Stone Mountain. It's not that big a deal, but you're going to need a new coil in there, and then we can put some juice in there. But obviously, since you're still basically a smoker, you're going to need a higher milligram juice because you vaping a low milligram is not going to get you off cigarettes. And if you're really interested in getting off cigarettes, you need a higher milligram nicotine to where you can just vape and not smoke. Vaping is not like, I mean, you don't want to be using vaping just to get you by off the car ride. You want to use it to help you get off the cigarettes where you don't have to buy them ever again. That's what your goal is.
Do they got vape juice to get you off the pain pills?
Off the pain pills?
I spend way more money there than cigarettes.
Hey, here's an idea. Don't buy them anymore.
Alright, well, fuck it. We're about to, like in the next 45 minutes, go to Florida, so I guess we'll just have to...
Oh, I didn't know you were about to leave, dude. I'll look and see if I have a coil for you. If I do, I'll text you and let you know. But I'm live and it's kind of hard for me to look for one right now. But I'll look and see if I have a coil, and if I do, I'll just text you.
All right, thank you, brother.
All right. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have any juice like offhand right now that I can give him because he's gonna need a higher milligram nicotine. 6 milligrams is not gonna be enough for him. He needs 12 or higher, and the Crown can handle a 50-50 mix or an 80-20 mix for that matter. That's not the problem. The problem is I don't know if I have a coil handy to throw in there for him, because if I put the same coil back in there, it's going to taste like utter crap. And he wants, oh, I need different juice or whatever. He's going to complain about something. Yeah, you got to turn off top chat and put on live chat. That, I don't know why YouTube made default top chat. I think they should make top chat be the option that you can choose if you want. I don't think it should be the standard, the default, in other words. Because if you put top chat on, you're probably going to miss any messages that have, yeah, lower on coil. You know, I wish I don't know where my Crown 3 stuff is, because I'm sure the Crown 3s that I got have a spare coil in there. Where the box is to it, I have no idea. Yes, I do have 100 milligram Nick, K-Fun. I can make some juice for him. I don't know what he likes. Every juice I give him, some of them he likes. I mean, he would probably like Nilla Nuts. I've let him vape it before, and he likes it, but he likes fruity stuff. He would probably be more of a Aries Ram type guy, I think. It is silly, Talion. I think they should fix that. It should default. I mean, if you're missing messages in chat, which you probably wouldn't know, at the top of your screen, you'll see where it says top chat. If you click that, you can click the button that says live chat, and that's not going to filter your messages. So in other words, if somebody cusses in chat or something, you won't see it because you have it on top chat. So always change it to live chat. Every time you enter a live stream, change it to live chat instead of black ice. That's a good idea, Jay Gary. I don't know if I have any black ice left. The problem with it, the black ice that I had was 3 milligram. I would have to bump up the nicotine level intensely. And he told me he's leaving in the next 45 minutes. And I don't think there's no way I can have something ready for him that fast. There's no way. You got the Coil Master kit the other day? Well, Vaping Smurf, the Coil Master kit, now I don't know what you're using or what you're trying to build, but I mean, hey, I'm more than happy to help you with any questions you have. Throw them out there. Yeah, I know, right, Scorpio Pio? Don't turn that stupid top chat thing off. I really wish Speed could make it here. Yeah, I forget it all the time also, Niji. I forget it like every time I join the show. I'm like, oh, I left top chat on. I'm missing something. But yeah, like I was saying, Squid Vape hooked me up. They had this thing fixed and back to me in like literally a couple of days. I can't be more happy with the customer service I got from them guys. I really, really like my double barrel, so... Oh, I got more batteries waiting. I think we're going to throw some batteries in there right now. And then I'll just take these batteries out because they're dead. Oops, that's backwards. We don't want to put them in backwards. Wrong polarity and stuff, which I just did. I had it the right way and I switched it. Oops. They're opposite of the way the, there we go. Well, you said you needed fill time, so do a Scuba juice mixing show. Dom Long, if I was going to do a a juice mixing show, that would have to be, I'd have to plan that. That, you know, that's something I wouldn't play around with. It's not like something you do off the whim. Just like with Higgy, they got their own lab and everything, so I would have to, I don't know how I would do it, but I'd have to figure something out. Hey, Vaping with Ken, how's it going, bud? Yeah, Ken, I've been vaping for, gosh, I don't know how many years now, 5, maybe 6 years. So, and I used to do live shows over on Vapors TV, but, you know, once they screwed us over, we all moved over to YouTube, and that's where I've been ever since. So, yeah, we did some chain wire earlier, Ken, and then we talked about the JuggerKnot RTA, which I don't know if you've seen the JuggerKnot, but here's the JuggerKnot. Um, I'm always buying new stuff and reviewing live the stuff. I don't do like 5-minute reviews like a lot of the reviewers do out there. I'm not a really what I would call a reviewer. I'm more of a, hey, I bought this. This is what I think about it. That's my type of thing. And I'm not putting down any reviewer by any means. That's a lot of work, which I don't have time for because I have a full-time job. But yeah, there you go. So 7 millimeters coil length for this seems to be I'm getting like a 10 to 15% increase in flavor. Using the coily, I use this to cut the leg 7 millimeter, which Simon Martin makes coily, which really hard to get right now. But hopefully, once he gets the injection molding done, it'll be really easy to pick one of these up, which I can't wait. As soon as he gets that done, he's going to be back on the show again, guys. So look for Simon to be coming back on the show. And when he does, you might want to get your ordering finger ready, because when he does is hopefully when he'll have the injection molded units in. He'll have 20, 30,000. I don't know how many he's going to have of them. So you'll be able to buy one. And they're dirt cheap and definitely a good investment to have. Just something to save you time making coils. So you don't have to worry about, oh, if the leg length is too long, you know, oh, I got to go back and cut it now. You can cut it the right length every time where you don't have to go back and do all that crap, which I think is a great thing. It's not a beginner's tool. It's a helper's tool, which is awesome. I need to make some more fused Clapton wire. The only problem with, I don't mind doing it for you guys, but there's 2 problems with it. Number 1, my build mat is so big that my vise, that is suction cup, can't stick to my table. Number 2, I can't find my wrap wire, my 36 gauge. I found some stainless steel 36 gauge wrap wire, but I wanted Kanthal, and that's 26. I always have it handy where I can just throw it on here and build it for you guys. But, you know, showing you this over and over again is like, do you really need to show it again? No, I don't. I don't have to. But I'd rather do it over and over. That way you can always go back to a cast and say, you know, this is where I know he was talking about this wire. I'm gonna try to build this or whatever. What is this? This is 26 gauge. Of course it is. All right, screw it. We're not gonna build wire right now. Not going to do it. Hello, Magazine Art. Welcome to the show. And I know you're in here all the time. You're just a little late tonight, but that's fine. You missed out on the JuggerKnot RTA, which I actually put the glass 4 mil tank on there instead of the 6 mil Ultim tank is what I had on there, so I swapped that out. This is not a cheap tank by any means. I'm sure they'll come out with a clone with it sooner or later. $9.99 for the big build mat areas. You know my build mat is like freaking 48, 24 by 48 or 36 by 40. It's freaking huge. So if they make one that big for $10, I'm all over it. I will definitely get one. Yeah, Domlong, I am a big fan of 36 gauge. I wonder what Vic is doing. Vic is probably sleeping. 31.5 by 15.5. That's not a bad size, Aries. I've never measured. I did measure mine once, but I can't remember what it was. But that's a decent size right there. 15.5. I think mine's a little longer than that this way, but I don't need that length. I need this length, which is 31. That would work. That would work. You're gonna have to shoot me that link. Albie, I saw that. I can't thank Jason enough. Jason went on SX Mini Brotherhood Waffle. If y'all haven't joined SX Mini Brotherhood, you might want to do that. He put up like 6 or 7 slots and put my name on them. I didn't even enter the waffle. I think Jason feels bad because he knows I've lost literally about 50 waffles. All 50. I never won, not once. And Jason just gave me all them slots, and I really appreciate it. And this is for like a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm still gonna lose. Yeah, that's right. I probably will. Yeah, Aries, I don't blame you, man. I love having build mats, and I know you build more than I do, bud. So I build a lot, but you build twice as much as I do, or 3 times as much. So for me to have a build mat on this table is like imperative. You gotta have something that you can build on. I build. Every week I'm building something, and I gotta have room to put this stuff. And I can clean my desk off, and within 2 days it's full again. And I may only buy 1 or 2 things, but I end up putting all this stuff out here like, oh, I need to test it on this, I need to test it on that, etc., and it gets full. I wish that am I ever going to do 2640? I could, William. The problem with 2640, 40 is really thin. I could do that, but I would not be able to cheat using the 2640. You know how on the 36 gauge you can put it through an old C5 head and let it run the Clapton? A 40 gauge, you can't do that because that wire is literally like a human hair, and it will snap it every time. So you have to do it by hand. And I've been doing them lately by hand because it's actually been easier for me to do it by hand. But now that I've misplaced my rep wire, I can't do any, which I really love to do right now, but I can't. Yardbird, that is the best idea I've ever heard of, bud. If you do buy one, I do highly recommend getting a G-Class Yardbird. I don't think you'll be disappointed with it. The SX Mini G-Class is by far one of my favorite mods, just because it does so much. It's a dual 18650. It is a centered 510. I love centered 510s. I think all the new mods now should have centered 510s. And I've begged the vendors to start making centered 510s. And it's actually started happening. Now, I'm not saying it's because of me, but I'm loving all these newer mods that are coming out with centered 510s. The V-Boy, centered 510. The G-Class is a centered 510. What else do I have that's centered 510? The Triad's got a centered 510. This Prism is a centered 510. The Aegis is not really centered, but it's got enough it's got an outside big enough that you can fit pretty much whatever size you want on there. Whatever size tank you want. I do recommend if you get an Aegis, make sure you get a really good battery, because the Aegis is really picky about the battery. The e-cig VT250. Now they're coming out with 250C, the color versions of the DNA chip. And oh, it was piff to you from John. Wow, that's awesome, Albie. That's freaking awesome, man. Hey, I hope I win. That would be awesome. Wish, stop trying to trick me with your evil temp. The mag is centered. The mag is, I don't have the mag anymore, RS. The mag got stolen from me. It's pretty much, it's the only way I can say it. It got stolen from me, so I don't have a mag anymore. The mag had a dead rabbit on top of it, so I don't even own the dead rabbit RTA anymore, which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. I did get a TM24 Pro, and I put that on top of my G-Box, so I've been vaping that as far as RDAs go lately. But I'm a big tank guy. Is my 510 on my Prism raised? No, it is not. That's pretty well flush right there, William. But I can't, William, I can't say for sure how good or not the 510 is on this because I haven't used it a lot. Magazine art, yeah, it's my own fault. I took it over a friend's house. I had it sitting in a room, and they had a lot of friends over, and somebody decided they needed it more than I did, so it disappeared. It is what it is. I'm not complaining about it. It's gone. At least it was. If it would have been an expensive mod, if it would have been like, yes, Steve, I have sent it out. Was it the RTDA? I don't know what you won, Steve. I sent whatever you won. I don't remember. I sent them all out. You got the Raphael, I do believe. I don't remember. I didn't even look in there to see what it is, but it is messed up, Scorpio PO, but hey, it is what it is. Don't put the aromomizer on it. Okay, William, I will not do that. Thank you for the heads up. Wow, Albie, that's awesome, man. Somebody put, you bought one spot and John piffed the other two to you. That is freaking awesome. But I like that John puffed two more. You know, you can always puff two more. Steve, hey, I hope I got it out fast enough. I apologize if I don't post out these wins quick enough. I have to get in the mood, and I just ship everything out at the same time. So I kind of let it build up, and then I just ship it all out, and that's what I did. So Bunny's, the only reason Bunny doesn't have her stuff yet is because I needed a phone number so I could ship to Ireland, and Talion helped out with the shipping on that. Bankai should be working, RS. So Talion helped out with the shipping on the, I think him and somebody else probably helped out with the shipping on the mod 4 Vapor Bunny. So I shipped it out. Finally got the phone number. That I had to put a phone number on there because of customs, and it got shipped out today. So everything got shipped out. So everybody should have it soon. Bunny's obviously it's going to take what, a week or at least for Bunny to get it, but it's going over to Ireland somewhere. Piffed. I know, Albie. I'm just messing with you, man. I know what you meant. Okay, Aries. Cool. That means you're back in chat. My T-Priv still works great. My Modifying Sirius still works really good. The V-Boy, I haven't been vaping a lot, but it works really good. What can I do now, guys? I've literally... Oh, I got to show you all the Kensei. Yeah, an ounce of prevention. Thanks, Yardbird. You always got the best comments, man. I tell you what. Let's go to the Kensei deck. This, I don't want to change the deck, but I will take this apart so y'all can see the build deck on the Kensei. This thing vapes really good. That looks like total hell, but it's vaping really good right now, so y'all don't judge me on that. It's because of the juice I have running in here. I actually ran a few different kinds of juice in here, and that's probably why it looks like total hell. But I got no problems with it. Okay, juice flow. Let's make this a little more closed. There we go. Airflow. Got to get that back open. That airflow ring is so tight. It's really hard to turn. There we go. Now it's open. Concentrated sucralose flavor. Niji, pretty much. I had a, let's get realistic, list of coils to get out the Scuba. I'm not going to make them one of the 10 plus hours coil sets. Wow. It looks like I'm vaping tar. Stina, it's not tar. It's just got, y'all are giving me hell. This actually vapes. Watch, I'm going to show you. This vapes really good. A budget tube mech mod. Alright, Steve, let's break down the tube mech mod scene. You want to get if you're going to get a tube mod, you want to get one that's really conductive. So stuff that's painted, etc. If they paint the threads and everything, you want to stay away from something like that, just because of the fact that that's going to give you voltage drop or no voltage carry whatsoever. Now, if you look up metal conductivity, silver being the best, silver has great conductivity, but it has a high heat transfer rate. So the reason you see most of these mods that are tube style that are coated in silver is because it's more expensive and because of the heat transfer. So they'll take maybe the 510, they'll coat it with silver, or it'll have, just it'll have silver plated 510 contacts, which is going to give you great conductivity. If you get something that's stainless steel, obviously it's going to be less conductive and it's going to make your battery drain faster. Copper is really good. So if you get a copper, that copper's below silver, but they'll put copper throughout the whole mod. You may get a whole mod that's out of copper with copper contacts, and you're going to get really good conductivity with very little battery drop off. You want a mech mod. Now, I'm not telling you which mech mod to buy, but you want a mech mod that's very good on the voltage drop. That way your battery lasts longer. You also want one that's going to be safe, that has battery venting involved in there, which most of all the ones they sell now should have some type of battery venting, whether it's in the switch or in the side or whatever. Some of them are way more expensive than others. Some clones are better than the authentics, believe it or not. Some clones have better conductivity than the authentic mods do. I have some old ones that I can point those out, and they actually, the clone is better than authentic. One mod that I owned back in the day, man, that's old. The Chi-Yu. The Chi-Yu. Wow, that was one of the first mech mods I ever owned. That had the worst battery drop I've ever seen. It dropped at least 2 volts from the battery to your RTA. So it was really weak whenever you hit it. You don't want something like that. So find something that hits really good and that you like. Make sure it's comfortable. The switch is good on it. There's so many out there. I couldn't even begin to tell you, hey, buy this mech mod or buy that mech mod. I got a bunch of them. And I rarely use mech mods, but mech mods have their place. Don't get me wrong. That can be one of the best vapes you ever have, is from a mech mod with an RTA on top of it. That'll probably be the best vape you'll ever get. But it's not regulated. You're going to get a great vape for a little while, and then the battery's going to drop off, and then you're not going to get that vape that you're searching for that comes from a regulated device. So you got to pick which one you want more. But mech mods are great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not putting them down by any means. I got lots of mech mods, and some of them hit really good. Wow, what is that one? Oh, there's the triple X or whatever. That one takes 2700s. But this one's really good. It hits hard. I got this for a steal. Has that got a battery in it? Are you kidding me? Oh my God, I'm going to end up finding batteries all over the place. No, it's that there's no battery in there. It's that heavy. This is all copper. They had this on sale for like 20 bucks, and it's a great little mech mod. So, and it's authentic. So I was like, you know what, 20 bucks, I'll buy it. Not a problem. Hey, Gailey, how you doing? Gailey, I did get Bunny stuff out finally. I know y'all gave me the phone number, but I had to go find the darn thing. I finally found it. I actually got the info in there right, I think, to go to Ireland. So, hey, Bunny should be getting her stuff within a week or so, I guess. I don't know. But I finally got it out. Dadgummit. The Kensei, though, excellent flavor, really good vapor production, really good flavor. I like it. It is a juice drinker, like I said, unless you turn the juice flow down. You have to, if you leave the juice flow all the way open on this, you're going to blow. I mean, if you have a lot of juice and you don't mind blowing through it, leave it, by all means, leave it wide open. But I turn it almost all the way off, and I still never get a dry hit. And then my juice lasts a lot longer. So I recommend doing that on the Kensei. Thank you, Gailey. Yeah. Sorry it took me so long, but hey, it's out now, and hopefully she'll get it. Anyways, it's 9:30 already? Oh my goodness. I gotta do giveaways. We gotta do giveaways. I got 250% off. Do I like the Bravo? I do not have the Bravo Evil Strawberry. Is the Bravo like this? Is it one of the, is similar to the Drop? I don't even know what the Bravo is, so I might be talking out my ass right now. Now's a chance to, yeah, what do y'all want to, that's a good idea, Aries. What do y'all want to see me get in that you would love for me to review? What do you want to see me get in? Hopefully something rebuildable that you would love for me to get that you would like to see. That's what I need to know. RTA. Well, that's the thing. Bravo is an RTA? Really? Thank you, Ken, and Strawberry. You know what? I love RTAs, so if it's a really good RTA, well, what is Aries talking about then? Now's your chance to have input on what you get. Oh, Aries, okay. A good chance for me to have input. I like dual core or triple core fused Claptons, 26 gauge with either a 36 gauge wrap or higher. I mean, if you want to go 38, 40, that's fine. I do like regular Kenthal. I mean, if you want to go nichrome, that's fine. It just puts it at a lower ohm. Or aliens or something similar. I don't want you to have to make something crazy like fuse frame staple. That's too much. I like aliens. Um, whatever's not too hard for you to do, Aries, that's fine. Hey Jim, how's it going? You need more stuff, Richard? Yeah, I don't know when the auction is, but was I able to rebuild the Penguin? K-Fun, excellent question. I haven't tried to rebuild the Penguin yet. I know for a fact, I've been looking at the Drop. It doesn't look like there's any way that I can rebuild the Drop because of the way they built the coil into this little pod section. There's no way to break it open. The Penguin, on the other hand, I may be able to rebuild that. There may be a way to redo the Penguin, and I have the Penguin right here. This is a great little pod system. It really is. Yardbird. Hey, I'm up. It can be a mod. as long as it's not a really expensive one. Don't ask me to buy a vicious ant mod or something, but if it's a mod you'd like for me to check out and it's something that I think I would like, I don't mind. I don't want to buy something that I know I'm gonna hate, you know what I mean? But if it's something that looks interesting, I'm all over it. Steve, you want to go to higgycigs.com. You can buy Aries JJ coils straight from higgycigs.com. Your own boy Rage Squonk mod. I got a lot of squonkers, Larry. I've got squonkers out the yin yang. I really, you know, my last trip to Florida, I took a squonker with me, and that's all I vaped the entire time. I actually took my little, man, I don't even remember what it's called, but it's a green squonker mod made by SIB. And that thing worked perfect. It is a non-regulated, straight up squonk mod. It does have a chip in there, but that's it. That's just for the voltage. And that thing was awesome. I vaped the crap out of that and didn't have any problems. Check out the Blue Bomb 1.5 tank. Nice. Steve, if you win, I don't think they're valid for Aries coils, but when they have other sales, sometimes they have sales and they include Aries coils, but the 65% off coupon codes that I give out will be for their juice only. I know it doesn't include the coils, unfortunately, but you know, hey, it is what it is. Let me go to my giveaway section here. There it is, giveaway. Let's do 1 minute, and we're gonna do the two e-cig codes right now. These are 65% off coupon codes for e-cig, so you just need to type !Higgy. Yeah, Aries. All right, Aries. I like between a 0.18 and a 0.25. Is that a big enough resistance level? I like that range. So if you can get a resistance, no matter what wire you use, I don't care. But dual coil between 0.18 and a 0.25 would be fantastic. I'm giving you quite a range there. I like 0.23. I vape that all the time. That's straight up Kanthal though. So y'all just type !Higgy. You will be entered in to win the 65% off coupon code from e-cigs. John Q wants all the codes. What's up, John Q? I haven't seen you in a minute, bud. I love the way John Q will go in other people's shows and what? Scuba has a show? But he's here all the time. Larry has won the giveaway. Congratulations, Larry. You're just going to email me, right, well, if I could type tonight, at the email address that the bot is about to post right now. I'm going to be doing one more, so y'all just hold on a second and we'll do the second giveaway. You still vape between 0.4 and 0.5? You know, Stina, I vaped that for a long time, between 0.4 and 0.5, and I usually vape between 40 to 50 watts on that particular ohm. And that's great. It's a great vape. There you go, John Q. I have nothing wrong. You know, it's not about how high a watts you vape. I actually vape the JuggerKnot a little bit lower of a wattage, because if I vape it at my normal wattage, now this is down at 0.19 or something like that, yeah. But if I vape it at 75 watts, it's too hot. It's too hot of a vape. That's why I switched over to temp control on this, because it was giving me too hot of a vape, so I had to back it down just to get, it's just a nasty rumor. Exactly, Albie. My shows suck. Nobody comes to watch them, you know. I don't. So we're going to do the second e-cig code, and I'm going to run this one for 2 minutes instead of 1 minute because that 1 minute went by so fast it wasn't even funny. So we're going to do this again. Congratulations to Larry, though. Now we're running the second one. Just type exclamation point Higgy. You will be entered to win. Everybody except for Larry, because Larry already won. You want to see Scuba hit the firebox. What firebox? Aries? I haven't seen the firebox. Well, John Q, I know you're here because Mod Envy isn't on tonight. But, you know, it could be raining outside and Mod Envy won't come on. Just saying. Gotta keep it real. I'm keeping it real. Have you? No. That's not me. That's Jay Hayes. Oh man, funny stuff. Anyways, bank heist. 12.6 volts. Dadgum, Aries. You know, I've hit really strong vapes before, like my Variant. And the Variant is a very old Vicious Ant art mod. And that thing hit really hard. And I remember hitting that with the Turbo, believe it or not, the Turbo RTA on there. And we literally, it was me and, his name's not Saints Vape, but it's Saints or something like that. We hit that in the hotel room and literally set off the fire detector. It clogged that room was so clouded you could not see where you were walking. It was that bad. But you could not vape that thing for longer than a second and a half. It was like, whoa! It was like fire in your lungs. So I could imagine. Yeah, Mod Envy moved to Fridays, John Q, but they're not coming on tonight because it's Good Friday. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, they won't be on tonight, John Q. Yardbird won! What's up, Yardbird? Yardbird, you know you need that 65% off coupon code, and if you don't know where to send the email, Yardbird, I've been going over towards your area the last week for work, and I was like, man, I'm right over there by Yardbird. I need to stop by and see him. I'm going to have to get together with you, Yardbird, somehow. I'm going to have to just, text you and say, hey, Yardbird, I'm over somewhere near you, man. What's up? And meet up with you sometime. It's always good seeing you. You set off your smoke alarm in your hallway after watching my show. Well, Stina, that means a lot. That's awesome. Stina set off the fire. I set off the fire alarm after watching my show. I was vaping my ass off. John Q, you might be right. All shows want you. They need you there. You got that good comedic banter. Same as Yardbird. I mean, y'all are on point with your replies right off the bat. I'm usually around the nest. Okay, Yardbird, cool. Oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? This is so different without speed here. I've gotten so accustomed to speed being here that I'm literally at a loss for words. I'm like, who is Stina? Stina, if you don't know John Q, Stina was actually broadcasting even before I was. I remember when I first got on and I was broadcasting by myself on my own channel. And Stina and I think Joe P, one of those two, came over and saw my broadcast. And I ended up over on Vapors Nation on Vapors TV, which was way back. But Stina was always a really good host. Really fun to watch. Y'all, you need to make sure you go over and watch. Stina does a show, I know for a fact, on Thursday nights over on iVlog TV on the other side. Make sure you go check that out. Stina's really funny to watch. She was sponsored by a lot of vape companies, and she's a cool chick to watch. So you might want to watch her. How close am I to Columbus, Georgia? I'm pretty far away from Columbus, Steve. Columbus is way, way south of me. I would say, if I had to guess, I'd say Columbus is about 3 hours from me. Just a ballpark guess. When Vapor events come around, I love to meet you guys in person. Just make sure you tell me who you are when you come up, because I have people come up and go, "Hey, Scuba, what's up?" And I'm like, "I don't know who you are," because you can see me, you know what I look like, but I don't know you when you come up to me. So how am I supposed to know who you are unless you tell me your nickname? Because I know from chat, but that's about it. That's it. I know I'm not the only guy like that. I mean, obviously there's reviewers that have way more subscribers than I do that go, "I have no clue who you are." But unlike that, I'm much more personable. I'll actually sit down and talk to you, which some of them won't do, which I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, some of them are just plain out think they're too good. If I ever get to that point, I will stop broadcasting. If I think I'm too good to talk to you or something, I'll stop broadcasting. That was never my intent to get the big head or think I can make money off people. I don't run this as a business. Never have, never will. I do this because I enjoy helping people, and if I can do that brings me pleasure. That's all I want. That's all I want. So if it helps you learn how to build a coil or learn which device you want to purchase in the future, then I've done my job. That's all I want to do. So other than that, I mean, that's the other reason why I don't do those 5-minute reviews. I don't mind doing them, but the video editing is a pain in the ass, number one. Number two, I don't want 20-something thousand subscribers and not be able to read chat and answer you. You know how when reviewers get big and the chat goes by so fast, you can't even answer everybody. And if I can't do that, then I feel I'm doing a disservice, and screw that. I will always read chat. I'm trying to read it now, but I'm talking, so. As long as they don't try to hug you. Stina, I know you don't like hugs. You've always told me that in the past. Hey, Unicron, how's it going? Stina has told, she's said it many times on all her casts that she does not like getting hugged by anyone. She does the whole turn to the side, you can't hug me thing. But I don't think Stina would do that to me. I don't think she'd do that to me. John Q says the Boreas 2 is crap. Really? Alright, John Q, if you think the Boreas 2 is crap, it's because you're not building it right. That's all I'm saying. I think you've had problems building the Boreas V2, John Q. If you built it right, it would be one of the best vapes you've ever had. Why is my phone? My watch is telling me that I need to stand up. I'm not going to stand up right now. But Baptist hugs are the only ones I give out sideways. Oh, well, okay, there you go. Really? Okay. Yeah, Albie, I think you need to give Stina a hug. I think Stina needs a hug. But I would recommend hugging and ducking. Remember hug, duck. Because she probably will swing at you. And Stina looks like she could beat somebody's ass. I've heard Stina has some really good stories back in the day. If y'all watch Stina from the past, she has some stories about her kids and the neighbors. She's going to be like, oh my God. I remember this, Stina, because I watched you. Her kids and her neighbor's kids got into it, and I literally thought that Stina was going to tear them a new rear end. It was entertaining to watch at the least. You know, I don't think you can really stand between a mom and her kids because they will freaking kill somebody. So you have to be like, how's my blood pressure? Richard, I haven't checked my blood pressure in a while, but you know what? That's a great idea. I do need to check my blood pressure. I think it's come down. Evil Strawberry, thank you. I've never had, those kids are scared of you. Stina, I would be scared of you too. I'd be scared of you too. Evil Strawberry, you've never had the Boreas 2 leak a drop. Me either. The Boreas V1, I was able to make leak only when filling it. After a couple of vapes, it would go away. I still like the Boreas V1, don't get me wrong. I own, 6 of them. The Boreas V2, I have a black one and a gold one. And to be honest with you, if they ever go on sale really cheap, I will own about 4 more of them. I like them that much. It's only a velocity style build deck, but I tell you, that direct airflow to the coil is what makes that RTA fantastic. I don't understand why companies can't get it through their head that direct airflow is the way to go. That is the way to go. All these bends and turns that your airflow has to do, even the JuggerKnot, the airflow has to come in from the top, go all the way to the bottom, come back up to your coil, and then up to your mouth. Anytime airflow has to do that, you're going to lose flavor. You're going to lose flavor. You need airflow to come in, hit your coil, go straight to your mouth. That's what you need. The Boreas V2 does that. The Aromomizer does that. The Bellis does that. Not as good, but it does that. There's quite a few RTAs now that are freaking just out of this world. Brittany, that's good to know. You're very welcome, K-Fun. Anybody that has a Boreas V2 that has built it right absolutely loves it. I really don't understand why that tank is not one of the most popular tanks out there right now. Og Vape knocked it out of the park with the Boreas V2. The V1 was great, but like I said, it would every once in a while leak. I have never had a drop come out of the Boreas V2. Not a single drop. In the heat, in the cold, it don't guzzle juice, and the thing vapes like freaking heaven every time. So if I ever have a juice that I'm like, oh, you know what? This is a $40 30 ml bottle of juice, I'm going to put it in the Boreas V2 because number one, I know it's going to vape good, and number two, I know it's not going to blow through the juice, so it's going to last a while. So I'll throw it in the Boreas V2 before any other RTA, before any other one, just because I know how the juice level is going to go. Love this thing, always will. If I don't have a Boreas V2 on hand, I will order another one. I just will. Your solid gold. Yeah, I have the solid gold one. There it is. A solid gold Boreas V2 right there. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. The Boreas V1 I have there's the there's the black Boreas V2. And I also have the Boreas V1 that's black with a gold ring and silver and hell, I don't know how many different flavors I got of the Boreas V1. But the V2 is where it's at. I mean, it's the same vape, but even better. And the reviewers that reviewed that did not get the most outstanding vape they've ever had, did not build it right. And number one, 9 times out of 10, the damn reviewers that built the Boreas V2 don't even make their own coils. They take some pre-made coils and throw them in there and say they built it. Okay, fine. Yeah, you put some coils in there. I like more. Do a hardware giveaway. Richard, thank you for reminding me. It is 4 minutes until 10, so I better get that done. We're gonna do a hardware giveaways, guys, and there's not a lot of empty slots left because I no, there's going to be more. Like I said, I will have to add some more later in the future. But right now, thank you, Aries. I'm going to do a hardware giveaway. Let me get that pulled up. I'm just going to do, let's do it for 4 minutes. So you're going to type exclamation point hardware. And this is going to be to win something out of the box of hardware that Richard Wills has sent to me most graciously. He didn't have to do that, and this is all stuff that Richard won from the last GSFA auction. So it's older equipment, but it's brand new. And congratulations, good luck on winning. Wow, the hardware commands are flying, and it's picking up all of y'all. Awesome. I will let you know what numbers are available once we get a winner here. I'll tell you what numbers you can pick from, and good luck on picking a good number. I have no idea what you're going to get. Zen Buddha, what's up? Damn, the Boris V2 is so damn good. I cannot fault it. I just can't. This is going with me. Anywhere I go, I'm taking a Boris V2. I don't give a damn. I'm taking it. John Q, you have spelt that all wrong. So if you want to be entered, you might want to type it like the person above you did. So in my little Sarn drop, I'm vaping 30 milligram. Hey, Zen. If I can't at least entertain y'all without giving y'all teenage content, I'm not going to be ripping my t-shirt off or doing stupid. You know what? I'm not judging anybody, but holy crap, man. Come on, dude. Come on. I'm not doing it. I'm not going there. I respect some people as reviewers, but stuff they do on their live shows just really ticks me off. I mean, maybe it gets more views. I don't know, but I will never sink to that level. I'm not doing it. There you go, John Q. That's how you enter. We have, let's see, 1 minute and 22 seconds left. Rod, I mean, hey, I'm just keeping it real. Welcome to the Akuba Naked Show. The Scuba Naked Show? No, not going to happen. I will not. There's no reason to do that. I don't give a damn how many views it would get. Not going to happen. A real man would rip a telephone book. Well, John Q, I'm probably not a real man. I don't even know if... Hell, I haven't seen a telephone book in forever. Let alone being able to rip run. You won't drink out of a penis cup. William, wow. I can tell you have been watching the other show. Will I drink out? I would, but I'm not personally going to go buy a penis cup just to drink out of it. Damn. I got the hiccup. Sorry. Wow, it's 10 o'clock. K-Fun! K-Fun! All right, let me bring up the winners list so we can tell you what numbers you can pick from. if my computer will agree with it. Holy crap, computer. Come on, man. Welcome to the Scuba Mohawk show. Hold on, my computer is not letting me do anything, K-Fun. It's being a pain in the ass. Let me try it a different way. What the hell is going on with my computer? I can't type anything. Dadgummit. Alright, let me... Crap! Alright, I gotta figure out another way to do this somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna do it because it won't let me bring it up. Oh, there we go. Well, no, that's not it. Wow, you're slow, computer. Hold on, I'm getting there, guys. K-Fun, I'm trying. It's being a... There it is. If it'll open, we'll be... There we go. I got it open. Thank God. Okay. K-Fun, you're going to pick a number between 1 and 15. Besides, you cannot pick number 1, number 2, number 4, number 7, 8, 9, 12, 14, and 15. So you have a choice of... Let's do it this way. You can pick number 3, number 5, number 6, number 10, number 11, number 13. There you go. Those are the numbers you have to choose from, K-Fun. You pick a number, one of those numbers, please. Fuck the bot. Thanks, Aries. 3, 5, 6, 10, 11, 13. Pick one of them numbers, K-Fun. No mod envy tonight. I know, right? Lucky number 13. Let's see what we got on number 13. All right. Number 13 is a EH Pro Black K-Fun. K-Fun. Your name is K-Fun. You won a K-Fun, a black K-Fun. K-Fun. Congratulations. What better mod for you to win than a black K-Fun? So you're going to email me at this email address and let me know you won, a black EH Pro Black K-Fun. Since K-Fun. There you go. Nope, number 9's already been claimed, so they couldn't pick number 9. So, hey, why not win a K-Fun, right? All right, well, that concludes tonight's show, even though I didn't get done everything I wanted to get done. I'm probably going to miss next week, guys. I don't like missing a show, but I more than likely won't be here. So y'all need to hope that Mod Envy's coming on. I don't know what to tell you. I know y'all telling me to run over, but I got to get some sleep. But yeah, I know, right, K-Fun? You won a K-Fun. Hey, what better thing for you to win? Just make sure you email me with your address and everything. I'll get it sent out to you. Congratulations. But yeah, I may miss next week. Unfortunately, I didn't, mod who? Well, thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. I will say I do like the 7mm coils in here better than the 5mm, so I think that Simon's markings, the 7mm works better than the 5, so I should just delete my 5mm and go with the 7 because it actually works a lot better at 7mm. It's vaping really good, it really is, especially with Aries coils in there. You know. Thank you, Talion. I will do that. Gaily Bops, don't worry about it. You made it here. I'm just happy you guys made it. Hopefully, maybe I'll get a drone video out to you guys soon. I don't know. I'm gonna try to do a drone video. I don't know from where. You'll see. Whenever I can do it, I'll do it. But other than that, I will catch you guys probably not next week, but the week after. If I can, I will, but if I can't, I won't. Put it that way. Thank you, Aries. I appreciate it, bud. You know, you're always #1 in my book. I got to try and find a coil for this damn thing, but I think he's already going to be gone, and I'll try to build... Oh, I see what you're saying, Bill. Thank you for the message there. No problem. Dire thing, wow. Well, even if YouTube links, okay, if YouTube links are messed up and they never give you a notification, I'm always on at the same exact time every Friday, 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. So don't pay attention to YouTube. I know their damn freaking notifications suck ass, but always come on the same time and you won't catch it. Next Friday is April 6th. Okay. Anyways, guys, thanks everybody for coming out. I will catch you guys in 2 weeks. Hopefully, maybe I'll have something new. Maybe I'll find a vape shop where I can buy something and bring it back and show you guys. And I really appreciate you guys coming out, and I will catch you guys very soon in the future. Peace out, and when I come back, speed should be on. Speed should be here. So until then, bye y'all. Have a good one. Have a good Friday. Have a good Easter weekend. Y'all have a great one. Peace out.